honestly didn't expect to be back so soon. I am equally surprised and proud for not disappearing for half a year again. So, good job! Stranger Things Season 4 is finally here, well, Volume 1 is, and I've watched it like 3 times. I love this goddamn show so much and I've missed it terribly. It came out 2 weeks ago and I received so many messages on Instagram saying, I can't wait to see you draw Stranger Things fan art! Like, you guys know me too damn well. So in today's video I will be drawing some scenes from Season 4, Vol 1 in 80s, 90s anime style. I just love making these so much, and let's be honest, if any show would look badass in anime style, especially in this retro anime style, it would be Stranger Things. And obviously there will be spoilers, so you've been warned. So this season has so many good scenes to choose from, and we still have 2 more episodes left, so I'm pretty sure I will be drawing more Stranger Things stuff later, be aware. But I wanted to start with one of the most iconic scenes from Volume 1, and I'm obviously talking about the graveyard scene with Max being trapped in the Vecna's mind lair place. This scene is all over social media, you can't avoid it. Everyone is talking about it, everyone loves it. I can't even open TikTok without hearing the running up that hill every 4 seconds. And I'm not surprised, because this scene was absolutely amazing. It was one of my favorite parts of the entire season so far, if not my top favorite. And I've seen hundreds of fan arts of this scene alone, so I wanted to hop in and animify this scene. It took me a while to figure out how I wanted this to actually look like, because the scene itself is very long, it's complex with a lot of action, there's flashbacks from previous seasons and a lot of characters involved. I did have multiple ideas for this, but those would have been so complicated and time consuming to draw, and right now I'm super busy with work stuff, so I just don't have enough time. So I decided to keep this simple and draw Max with her headphones being possessed by the main villain Vecna. And like most of us know, the headphones and the song she's listening to play a huge part in this scene, and it's what eventually saves Max's life. I am always super inspired by the movies by Satoshi Kon, like Perfect Blue, which I use a lot as an inspiration and reference. The art style is just pure eye candy. So Max is being possessed. She's like in this very deep trance. She's trapped in this creepy upside down like place called the Mind Lair, and her friends are trying to help her from the real world. So they put her headphones on and play her favorite song to kinda snap her out of it. She's kinda stuck between the real world and the Mind Lair place, so I thought it would be a cool idea to split the background in half, the other half showing the real world and the other half being the creepy tentacle world. I don't know, they look like tentacles. And the tentacles are kinda taking over the picture, wrapping around her neck like they do in the original scene. When I watched this episode, I was genuinely afraid for Max. The moment she gave those letters to her friends, I was like 100% sure she would die. And we'll get a sad scene with everyone reading their letter, and I was ready to just cry my eyes out. So during the Vecna scene, I was on the edge of my seat. I was f***ing yelling. And it's kind of funny because I honestly wasn't the biggest fan of Max in Season 2. In Season 3, I really started to like her. And in Season 4, I absolutely adore her. Max has been so great in this season. I almost regret not including Vecna in this in some way, because you know I have a thing for drawing creepy monsters, and he's such a fascinating character in both human and Vecna form, with super interesting backstory. I'm not going to spoil anything, but episode 7 blew my mind. I'm pretty sure it blew everyone's mind. Perhaps I will be drawing him in the next video. We'll see. Finally, I add some effects like slight blur, some noise effect, fake subtitles, and we're done. I am just super happy how this turned out, and I just really like the contrast between the 2 backgrounds. And I also like how the tentacles are kind of like crossing the line between the Mind Lair and the real world, like they're taking over. And while I was drawing this, I kept thinking how this scene, and the whole series obviously, really would look so cool as an anime. I can only imagine how amazing this scene would look animated. We can only dream. So I hope you like the result. I already had the second sketch ready because I completely forgot to push record. I was in a hurry to draw some gay shit, and that's basically the story of my life. But yeah, I wanted to draw Mike and Will, and I decided to draw the airport scene, which is so super awkward and absolutely painful to watch because Will was so excited to see Mike, and you know, I just wanted to kick Mike's ass for causing Will to look like this. What the fuck? Will didn't even get to give his painting to Mike. Instead... Okay, stop. In this scene, Mike has just landed in California to visit Eleven and Will. It's been like a year since they last saw, and you can immediately tell something's off with Mike and Will, and things seem really awkward between them. Will has like the biggest crush on Mike. You know, it's not a secret, who is completely oblivious about anything. And Will really wanted to give the painting he's been working on to Mike, but he's just like really nervous, and Mike's acting really weird and almost cold, and he just doesn't get the chance to give the painting to him, and it's just really heartbreaking. So that's basically what's happening in this drawing. Will's holding the painting and he's all flustered because the boy is in love with his best friend. And this will look quite different from the first one, since I wanted this to look more like a 90s shoujo anime with softer pastel colors. And I'm glad I decided to go for that look because it really suits this. So I avoided dark shadows and kept the color scheme really light, and I used several 90s anime series and also Studio Ghibli films like Up on Poppy Hill and Ocean Waves as a reference. And the background was super cozy to draw. I love mimicking the hand-painted look, and I would actually love to try and paint the background traditionally sometime with watercolors or acrylic paint, and then draw the characters digitally. I think that would be a really fun thing to try. I've loved these two and their friendship and their chemistry from the very beginning, way back in season 1. I can't wait to see what volume 2 and season 5 brings for them. I'm a little bit anxious for Will though, because this boy just needs to be happy. Whatever happens, just make Will happy, please. Swear to God, this boy deserves the entire world after everything he's been through. I don't want to see this face ever again, okay? I added some random people around them so it feels like they're actually in a busy airport. Eleven, Jonathan, and Argyle are supposed to be in this scene too, but like I said before, I'm super busy and drawing multiple characters doubles or triples at a time, so the focus is now completely on Mike and Will. So this is definitely my favorite one because it's just really wholesome, I think, even though the scene is quite awkward, and I'm just happy how it turned out. It actually looks like a real screenshot. It's the most genuine looking out of all these, and his outfit was just fucking ridiculous. I loved it. I find it hilarious that all those people are like, well, this is fucking awkward, and they're just scattering to all directions. But yeah, I hope you like this, and just let Will Byers be happy. That's all I'm asking. For the last one, I decided to draw a Demogorgon because I realized I've never drawn one before, and it was about damn time. I really wanted this to look like it could be a horror anime, because Stranger Things would suit that genre really well, especially season 4. It's basically horror, so... So the only time we see a Demogorgon in season 4 so far is in the Russian prison where Hopper is kept. So I decided to draw the scene where Hopper, Enzo, and a group of other prisoners are forced to fight a Demogorgon. And this guy here could be Enzo. I don't know, I didn't really think about it, but it could be. You know, I've enjoyed all 4 storylines in this season. They all feel equally interesting and important to the plot, even though I've heard complaints about the California storyline for being boring and not so important. But those people know nothing. And the Russian storyline is one of my favorites because I really love the dynamic of Hopper, Joyce, and Murray. They are just super entertaining. I also feel Murray is such an underrated character. I absolutely love him. I think Joyce and Murray make an awesome team. They are like absolutely hilarious together. But you know, add Hopper there and it just... so good. So now that the 3 of them finally reunited in episode 7, it will be so awesome to see them working together again, getting out of the prison and Russia and getting back home. Can you imagine the reunion of Hopper and Eleven? Basically, I will spend the rest of the season just crying my eyes out. I just know it. But yeah, this was honestly the hardest one to make. I had a lot of problems with this, and it was a little bit surprising even, because I somehow thought this would be the most relaxing and easiest one for me. Because, you know, a monster, tons of teeth, dark colors, my jam. But I was wrong. I guess it was because the angle I chose was not the easiest for me. I am not that good at drawing people, and with the fire, the lighting should look quite intense, so that was challenging. At some point I was so frustrated, I kept thinking, why didn't I just draw Robin instead? But yeah, I wasn't going to give up, and thankfully I didn't end up hating this completely, so that's a win. The background was also a pain in the ass to draw because it's super detailed. Thankfully everything will be blurred in the end, so it wasn't a giant issue, but still it wasn't something I was looking forward to. And I actually changed the color design of the background quite a bit. I made it more blue because that yellow green vomit color looked so ugly. It worked so well in the show, but in the drawing it was bothering me so much. Blue made the drawing look so much colder and gave it more wintry atmosphere, and just made it better overall, so I'm glad I changed it. There are a few things I can't draw really well, and fire is one of them. So I looked up some images how fire looks in different animes. I used 80s animes like Wicked City and Neo Tokyo as inspiration for the art style and color design. It's also snowing in the original scene, so I wanted to add snow in this, and I think the snow really gives a super nice touch. It gives the drawing some depth, and the snow is actually my favorite part of this with the actual Demogorgon. And it's finished. I fixed the lighting a little bit, and I made the whole picture a bit brighter so the characters would stand out more against the dark background, and I hope you guys like the result. Drawing the Demogorgon was definitely the best part. All those details and teeth and flaps. I guess flaps are my jam. But yeah, hopefully you like it. And here's all the illustrations I made. Let me know which one is your favorite. Also, which scene would you like to see being turned into anime? There are like so many good moments and new characters, like Eddie. Dude literally looks like a puppy. Look at him! Also every scene with Robin and Nancy. So many good drawing possibilities. I hope you enjoyed this, I hope you liked the drawings. Volume 2 will be out so soon. It's like a couple of weeks, and I am so excited, but also extremely terrified. Who will die? Because people will die. I have one fear. Or actually multiple fears. Also no promises, because I can't promise anything. But I do have a feeling I will be drawing more Stranger Things stuff after Volume 2 comes out. Because I'm pretty sure there will be more amazing scenes I really want to draw, so you can maybe expect another video. No promises though. Also, I want to hear your thoughts about Season 4 so far. What do you think? What do you think will happen? Who will die? If you have any theories in mind, just discuss in the comments. I need something to read while waiting for Volume 2, so please leave a comment. So guys, I hope you're having a great summer. Stay adorable as always, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.